We're less than a month away from the 12th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. That day is usually marked with solemn ceremonies, remembering thousands of innocent Americans who lost their lives. But this year, a group called the American Muslim Political Action Committee has decided to hold a march in our nation's capital. With me, the founder of American Muslim Political Action Committee, MD Rabbi Alam, and organizer of the 9/11 Muslim March, Isa Haj, terror analyst and Fox News contributor, Lisa Daftari. All right, good evening, everyone. I will go to you, Mr. Alam. I just want to clear this up. Your name is Rabbi, but you're not a rabbi, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
All right. Mr. Alam, why the need to march on Washington on 9/11?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and dear judge. This is my, point that the march, it's been miscoded, and we are looking at, after 12 years, we Muslim community, we want to stand with the solidarity with rest of the American, and we want to denounce terrorism, the violence, and we want to honor those 3,000 deaths, and getting the condolence to all the victims' family. Right now, we are looking at
Mr. Alam, let me just interrupt you for a second. This is so different from what your website says that I have right here. It is so different from what you said on this channel 2 nights ago. Your website says we're demanding that laws be enacted to protect our First Amendment, that the entire country, Muslims and non-Muslims, were traumatized. But after 12 years, we are still being victimized and being made the villains. It's as though you're saying you're the victim.
Can I interject here and explain?
No, you can't. Let him finish.
No.
Okay.
No. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, we are not here to fight and not raising. We want to talk in a civilian way. Right here.
So answer the question. Answer the question. Why is your message tonight?
I am going to answer the question. No, it's not. What we are saying is, what Fox do. They take apple, make orange. They take orange, make apple.
No. You answer the question.
No.
I have got here your website where you claim that you are victims and the United States government sits idly by doing nothing to protect us, meaning...
Exactly.
How are they not protecting you?
They're not. No. I serve this country. Muslim been called terrorist. Muslim been called terrorist. I serve this country, been victimized. Nothing to do with Muslim, with the terrorism. This country, we have 7 million peace-loving Muslim.
All right, let me ask you a question. If there are peace-loving Muslims, why are we waiting until the anniversary of 9/11 to march to protect the Muslims? Why weren't they out there when Major... Let me finish.
That was the very first day that Muslim been villainized as victimized. Do you understand that we have nothing to do with those 19 people?
Okay.
Do we have to do anything to do?
Mr. Hodge, what do you want to say?
Thank you very much. I truly apologize for interrupting, but this has been since the conception of the idea of the march on 9/11 in Washington, D.C. It has been a progression that, yes, originally it did start out and still is a part of the fact that there is an agenda to make the word terrorist synonymous with only Muslim.
Are you kidding? Mr. Hodge, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. I'll tell you why.
Because it's exactly what it is.
No. I'm asking the questions here. No, we're not going to do this. I'll pull your mic. No. Let me ask you this question.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The president has basically taken certain words out of our lexicon, whether it be jihadist, terrorism, it's now workplace violence. I mean, we are doing everything we can to be politically correct.
We're changing history.
Let's talk about the president.
No, we're changing history in order.
The fact is, he has killed more Muslims in his 5 years.
All right.
He has killed more Muslims in his 5 years than Bush did in his entire 8.
All right, Mr. Hodge,
I am by no stretch of the imagination a fan of Obama. I am by no stretch of the imagination
nothing to do
This
with
is
it.
Well, that's
about
what you
your
made it.
website.
You made it about Obama. By
Let me explain something to you. What I'm saying is, in society
took
today.
out all of these
wait a minute. I'm not
words.
going to do this. Cut his mic. What? Go ahead.
You know, we were rewriting history in order to compensate and not offend any Muslims in this country. The irony of the situation is that would you guys be able to do any of these you have freedom to assemble, you have freedom of speech. You can organize as many marches as you want. You can do it on September 11th, 12th, and 13th. Only in this country. In what Muslim country would you ever be able to do that? And you want to talk about President Obama? President Obama refused to call the Benghazi attack terrorist when it should have been called terrorist. He refused to call the Fort Hood shooting what it was. He made it workplace violence, bending over backwards in order to make you comfortable here. And you know what? You might be villainized, but you know who you're villainized by? Your own people. You don't have to march on the White House. Go to Al-Qaeda headquarters.
That's enough. Okay. Mr. Alam. I'm going to go back to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
You don't deny the fact that as of yesterday, your website made it clear that you wanted to fight injustices being committed against you. Have you?
Exactly.
Have you? And that's fine. I just want to be clear on this. But have you and the Muslim community come out to talk about some of the wrongs that the fanatics in the Muslim community are committing?
If we could speak,
do you understand that? Do you understand that Muslim community, we cannot speak, we cannot come out, and we cannot come out as this fact that our name being villainized in a synonymous with terrorism. You are not understanding that a person like me, I have faced the same thing past 12 years. I've been facing every day out there in.
All right, let me ask you a question.
You are not in my shoe.
Are you aware of the fact, and I've got a heart out here, that we have hate crimes laws? Even as DA, I prosecuted people who were victimizing anyone else, whether it's a Muslim or a Buddhist or anybody else. So the laws protect you, and yet you feel the need to march on Washington on this solemn day. Anyway, stay with us, everyone. More on the proposed 9/11 march. And that's the topic of tonight's Instapoll. The 9/11 American Muslim March. Is it a good idea? Facebook or tweet me at Judge Jeanine. Let me know what you think. We're back with the organizers of the Million Muslim March scheduled to take place on 9/11, and Fox News contributor Lisa Daftari. Joining us is Jim Riches, former NY fire chief, New York City fire chief, and the father of firefighter Jimmy Riches, who died on 9/11. Chief, we're sorry for your loss, but I want to ask you a question. You just heard Mr. Alam and Mr. Hodge. They believe that Muslims have been victimized and made into villains since 9/11. Your thoughts?
I think it's a disgrace what they're doing, deliberately scheduling it on 9/11. I lost my son on 9/11. He's never going to come back in my house. They can go back and forth in their house. There was no mosques closed. They got to go free. They got educated. Nobody's bothering them. We miss my son every day. They were murdered by 19 Islamic terrorists, and they don't know what that pain is like. We live that every day. And for them to schedule a march on 9/11, what are they going to do next? Have a parade up and before the Boston Marathon? That's a disgrace. I was down there at 9/11. I picked up the body parts. There were 25,000 body parts. People were crushed to death, my son's body included. I took it out of there on March 25th, 2002. There's 1,000 families that have never recovered anything. They don't have a cemetery to go through. That's pain. That's persecution. We're the victims, not them. And they are allowed to live here in America and do everything that they can do.
All right. And Mr. Alam, what do you say to that?
Yes. Can I interject?
Go.
If you want to, in a civilian order, if we want to talk, please just listen. We are trying to bring and say that maybe those 19 nut job did something. We want to show respect to those family. But at the same time, we want to say the people that we are not the problem. There is a fear against us. We are not the problem for the American society.
But then why do you want to do it? Why do you want to do it on 9/11?
No,
when people are
we are
born
showing
and lost
I
their
was born
family.
and raised in this country.
We are respecting.
Am I still muted?
We are respecting.
Okay.
No,
Lisa,
you are on.
You know, you might
Listen,
feel.
I mean,
No, if you feel
truly
villainized,
sorry.
you feel villainized, and I know there are
No,
many
of course I
peace-loving
do.
Muslims out there, and I respect all the peace-loving Muslims.
No.
But your
Of course,
your
it's
anger is
nothing to do with
misdirected. You're
Muslims.
not. No. There's no reason for you to be
this
going to the
isn't
White
just
House.
about
You can go to Al
Muslims.
Qaeda headquarters, and you should protest there because they're the ones
this
who
is not
villainized
a
your
Muslim
religion.
march.
All right.
We are
Let me
trying
just
to
say
do this,
that
not a
the
Muslim march.
blood of
I'm
Americans,
sorry.
the blood of Americans has been spilled for Muslims in Bosnia, Kosovo, Kuwait, Afghanistan, and Iraq. Mr. Alam, Mr. Hodge, Lisa, Chief Riches, thanks so much for being with us this evening. And be sure to vote in tonight's